And here we are, another year come and gone. Hard to believe, right? We saw a lot this year. President Obama being re-elected, the Mayan apocalypse turning out to be a dud, Batman. The point is, a lot happened in 2012, but most importantly, we saw the revitalization of the Master Chief after nearly 5 years missing in action. And it was definitely worth the wait. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to announce the VGHL's Best Game of 2012 award, going to none other than Halo 4. Now, I'm sure I don't have to explain Halo to most of you, but I'm going to do it anyway. The Halo universe is a staple of gaming history, originating on the standard Xbox 10 years ago. Since then, players have helped the Master Chief and Cortana save the galaxy time and time again in the series' many installments. But after the departure of Bungie, the creator-developer of the series, the lesser-known 343 Industries resolved to pick up the torch. This had many fans of the series, myself included, nervous of the universe's outcome. But I'm happy to say that 343 not only met fans' expectations, but also exceeded them with flying colors. The story this time around is more character-driven, and that's a good thing. Frankly, I was always detached from Sierra 117 whilst playing previous iterations in the Halo universe. The semi-silent protagonist made for the ultimate badass, sure, but it was at times hard to stay invested in a story in which the hero had no apparent personal stakes. This time, it's personal. For those of you who don't know, Halo 4's story is based mainly around Cortana, the Master Chief's right-hand lady, and disturbingly sexy artificial intelligence. It becomes apparent within the first few minutes of the game that the steadfast tactician has hit the end of an AI's life cycle and begins to suffer from malfunctioning maladies. Trapped on a far-off world, see Halo 3, the Chief and yourself desperately search for a way to repair your glowy blue friend from inevitable rampancy. Are you tearing up yet? You should be. Not only that, but the game looks absolutely amazing. Characters' emotions are brought to the forefront by mo-capped faces that seem almost too lifelike for the realm of video games. Lighting has improved much since the last installment, as well as bloom lighting making its presence known most of all. Surfaces reflect with a mirror-like sheen and Forerunner technology and architecture, and no pixel looks out of place. Mix that with an intricately detailed setting, sleek new guns to play with, and bigger baddies to kill, and you have a deadly mix that's wander around every corner. The sound is also some of the best I've ever heard in a game, as well. Upon picking up the controller and firing off a few rounds from my assault rifle, I had to stop and simply appreciate how percussive each bullet sounded. Shots ring properly in enclosed areas and echo in open fields. Plasma weapons somehow sound as realistic as they can be, and explosions can be deafening. And that's just the weaponry. I'd like to go into it more, but at that point I'd just be rambling. Long story short, 2 thumbs way up for 343's audio division. And of course, multiplayer. Story may not be for all of you. In fact, most Halo fans jump straight into matchmaking. That's all well and good. 343 Industries has more of the same online goodness offered in previous iterations of the series. Matchmaking is as fun as ever with the classic modes, as well as a few new ones to keep Halo veterans and newcomers alike satisfied. Not only that, but episodic downloadable content called Spartan Ops allows you to keep fighting the Covenant in squad-based missions that keep the story going long after you've dusted off your Mjolnir armor from the main campaign. As a side note, the multiplayer itself also works its way into Halo lore, which is a genius move in my opinion. To most hardcore online players, it won't matter much, but it's still a nice touch regardless. Couple that with new daily and weekly challenges that reward you based on how you play, and it'll keep you coming back for more. Let's see what else. Yes, the Forge. Forge is back and it's better than ever, baby. Allowing players to craft their own maps and walls, objects, obstacles, Forge mode is the user-creator's dream. Maps are more easily constructed than ever with the new features 343 has added on, streamlining the process in a multitude of ways. Players can also dictate the rules of the maps and modes that they create, altering gravity, speed, and other properties in the virtual sandbox. One can only guess at what kind of cool features some Halo fanatic is invariably going to create. There's so much more that can be said about Halo 4, but what I will say is this: it's the full package. If you need a game that has bang for your buck, Halo 4 delivers with nearly every way possible. With a killer story, tight gameplay, and super devoted fan base for multiplayer, Halo 4 is one of those games that just keeps you playing for hours upon hours. It's just that good. And I, for one, would like to congratulate 343 Industries for not only a job well done, but for a series well respected. VGHL's Game of the Year goes to Halo 4.